What is life path number 6? Welcome and thank you for joining us. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video and want to know your soul urge, life path, and destiny numbers, click the link in the description below. Enjoy! The life path or destiny number is the number that results from the reduction of your date of birth. It offers insight about the core of your personality and will also give you a greater understanding of the pathway to success in your life. If your life path number is number 6. Life path number 6 is sometimes called the nurturer because you are such a natural caretaker of others. You are very in tune with the needs of other people and are always happy to do things for them. There is absolutely no likelihood that you would let someone suffer while you are comfortable. You'd rather give up your own comfort to help someone else, every single time. Accustomed to having strong maternal instincts naturally, and make an excellent teacher, childcare professional, or stay-at-home parent. The house and home are important to you, and you like to do your best to make those spaces loving, comfortable, and safe for those who live in them. Unfortunately, just because you are such a kind and giving person, doesn't mean that you never face any problems in your life or relationships. You have problems like everyone else, and we will talk about them throughout this article. Fortunately, you tend to be much better at working through them because of your gentle and emotionally intuitive nature. Destiny number 6 can veer quickly into the territory of being hypercritical or meddling, or on the other hand, you can put people up on such high pedestals that you refuse to believe they could have human flaws. If proven in fact that you are wrong, you are devastated and may rashly cut ties with them. With that said, the majority of 6s never go off this deep end, and have histories of extremely positive relationships with others. You feel a great responsibility to your fellow people, and are willing to go to whatever ends they may wish to help them. A more minor, but more common problem with 6s is a persistent sense of martyrdom. You happily sacrifice yourself for others, but are frequently faced with the harsh reality that not everyone is going to respond in kind. While many 6s handle this with grace and understanding, many more become quietly frustrated and feel unappreciated. This should be a sign to you that you need to lay off the self-sacrifice a bit and take some time to recharge. A bit of self-care, even self-indulgence, will set you back on your course of compassion and generosity. Responsibility comes naturally to you, another reason why you're great with children, as you would never resent the extra effort it takes to take care of them. Find work and careers that allow you to embrace this sense of responsibility, and you will be as happy with your work as you are with your relationships. Life Path 6 Numerology Compatibility. The Numerology Life Path number 6 is one of the most caring, loving, and nurturing numbers, a real benefit in romantic partnerships. People with a 6 life path are protective of those they care about and work hard to maintain harmony in their lives, family, and relationships. But because a 6 gives so much of themselves, they expect to receive the same in return. This will be easy peasy for some partners, but others will have a hard time living up to the expectations of a 6 life path. Keep reading to see which numbers make the best and worst love matches for a 6. 6 and 1 life path numbers. Life path numbers 1 and a 6 are lucky to find each other. A 6 has a great capacity to love and is perhaps the most harmonious of all numbers, while a 1 is an excellent protector who prizes loyalty above all else. A 1 can make a 6 feel safe and secure. Together, they can score a long-lasting relationship that is free of the turbulence so many other couples experience. The downside is that a 1 has only one speed, fast. And a 1 doesn't tolerate weakness. Meanwhile, a 6 is compromising and forgiving, which sometimes makes them seem too sacrificing. A 1 must be careful not to see this as a weakness. The important thing for both a 1 and 6 to understand is that they have different views of human qualities. If they can value the other's good strengths, they're in it for the long haul. Life path numbers 2 and 6 are considered the most loving numbers of all, but beware, their love is expressed in different ways. A 2 is aware of the emotional forces at play. The 2 is also very sensitive. A 6 has a powerful urge to care and protect, but must be careful not to smother others with love. 2s and 6s both love without holding back. But in matters not related to love, 2s and 6s can be polar opposites. 2s need companionship, security, and comfort. A 2 can even be a tad needy and jealous. In a romantic relationship with a 2, a 6 must be careful not to give too much time or attention to someone else. Meanwhile, a 6 is rarely insecure in a romantic relationship. Luckily, this kind of baggage won't do more than put a dent in this duo, who will easily create a solid foundation. 6 and 3 life path numbers. Life path numbers 3 and 6 make a creative couple. 3 is sparkly and social, and 6 projects warmth and love. Both numbers easily win friends, making this duo popular and socially active. 6 inspires loyalty and is a great, nurturing parent figure. 3 is very generous and more playful, but less patient with emotional issues. 3 is more impulsive and, therefore, less emotionally invested than the 6. The danger here is that the 6 will form an excessive emotional bond, running the risk of smothering the 3. Meanwhile, the 3 might feel disenchanted with the lack of space and freedom felt around the 6. The 6 is advised to give the 3 space and not try and take the 3 under their wing. Room to breathe and fresh air between the 3 and the 6 is the key to getting this partnership to flourish. 6 and 4 life path numbers. It is not that common for life path numbers 4 and 6 to fall in love. They have plenty in common, both are practical and highly responsible, both are family-oriented, but they are rarely interested in each other. They tend to compete where one might expect them to support each other. If interest does bloom, however, the alliance will probably be comfortable and strong, and will most likely last a long time. Some might even call the relationship indestructible, because a 4 and a 6 can become inseparable. Still, there may be trouble beneath the surface. While 4s rely on structure and control to express love to others, 6s rely on sacrifice and forgiveness. 4s are less flexible and often accuse 6s of being too soft and forgiving. 6s appear more loving than 4s, although this is rarely the case. If both partners remember that they have the same values, their relationship can survive. 6 and 5 life path numbers. Life path numbers 5 and 6 complement each other very well. 5 is attracted to a 6's strength and stability, 6 is attracted to 5's free spirit and courage. In short, 6 is 5's haven, and 5 is 6's ticket to growth. Generally, this kind of coupling doesn't happen. There's some initial distrust the 6 and 5 have when they first meet, so love at first sight is rare between the two. When the spark is there, however, the relationship becomes very physical and sensual, creating a powerful attraction that will last a long time. Still, 6 gives love so freely and generously that the 5th of may become jealous, and the 6th of may not be able to relate to how social the 5 is. Basically, 6 loves home, 5 loves the bar scene. If they keep this difference in mind, 5 and 6 can strike a harmonious balance. 6 and 6 life path numbers. Life path number 6 does well in a relationship with another 6. Although most numbers don't fare well by coupling off with the same number, 2-6 can be extremely harmonious, among the most loving and committed of all numerology combos. 6 committed strongly to a romantic relationship. They dedicate themselves to making the partners happy. But 6 must be careful, too. They can sometimes care too much, be overbearing, and smother their loved ones. 2-6s can easily become codependent, nurturing weakness in each other. Therefore, it's important that 6 maintain their individuality and their abilities to find happiness on their own. They should be careful not to become too jealous. If a 6 catches him or herself doubting a partner's faith, the 6 should step back and look at the situation objectively. When kept in balance, 2-6s can have a beautiful romance while distributing love and care to family and community. 6 and 7 life path numbers. Life path numbers 6 and 7 are a strange and uncommon combo. Together, these two numbers form a kind of love-hate relationship. While the 6 is strongly committed and motivated by emotions, the 7 is intellectual and often secretive. 6 demands physical and emotional connection, 7 relies on an intellectual bond. Unless both partners understand that they express love in such different ways, the relationship could be doomed. 6 might feel that 7 is cold and aloof, and 7 might need more distance and alone time than 6 can provide. 6's loving attention can seem like an unwelcome distraction to 7. The resulting relationship is often unhappy but still unbreakable, and friends of a 6 and 7 couple might wonder why they stay together at all. The key here is to recognize the differences, and for 7 to accept the fact that 6 needs reassurances in the relationship. 6 and 8 life path numbers. Life path numbers 6 and 8 are very compatible. Both are practical and goal-oriented people who do not run from responsibility. The differences are in how 6 and 8 view responsibility and pursue their ambitions. 6's responsibility is usually to family and friends, 8's sense of responsibility is geared toward goals and dreams. Still, the 6 can keep a rein on the lofty visions of the 8, and the 8 can inspire the 6 to aim higher. In romance, 6 and 8 play off each other's strengths. Problems may arise if one partner tries to dominate the other. Sometimes 6's tendency to take on any burden can make him or her a martyr to the 8, other times, 6's ability to make others feel guilty can make 8 feel less powerful. So 6's and 8's can either enhance or frustrate each other. Balance is key. 6 and 9 life path numbers. Life path numbers 6 and 9 have a lot in common. First, they respond to the needs of others, whether those needs are physical, emotional, or spiritual. However, the 6 tends to focus on the needs of family while the 9 tends to focus on all of mankind. Compatibility between the 6 and 9 is strong, both are self-sacrificing, caring people. While 6 is more practical, though, 9 is more idealistic. Still, love and a strong sense of justice unite these two. If they acknowledge their shortcomings and the potential dark sides. 9 must be careful not to be too arrogant or self-righteous, and 6's must be careful not to criticize others who think differently. These two can strike a harmonious balance, a relationship of giving and generosity.